Hello everybody, welcome back. This video is going to be kind of short, and it's going to be an add-on to my last video regarding air conditioning and pressurization in aircrafts. And the reason I'm making this video is now we have this aircraft in maintenance that we had to open these floorboards and the baggage, and I wanted to show some of the components that I spoke about and showed in diagrams in my last video, but didn't show the actual components in the aircraft. These are the components in the aircraft. Now we have the opportunity to see them, so I wanted to show them off to you guys to try to complete the picture. We are in the baggage, the cargo compartment, the baggage compartment, all the way in the back of the pressurized cabin in the aircraft. We're now looking aft, looking back. This is the pressure bulkhead. This is the end of the pressurized cabin. This is the baggage door, so this is aircraft left, aircraft right, and we're facing aft towards the tail of the aircraft. And down below the floor, normally you would have floorboards that close off this structure, this frame, but the floorboards are now removed, exposing, allowing us to take a look underneath the floors, something that you would not normally see unless you're here in maintenance. Now what we're looking at here is the recirculation filters, which is that black housing there, of fans downstream from the filters. That's one fan, the other fan, and the orange ducts, those elbows leading to the mixed manifold. That's the air being recirculated from the cabin back to the mixed manifold to be reused again in the cabin. Now the mixed manifold is that shiny stuff, that shiny box under there. That is the mixed manifold. That's where you have air coming in from the air conditioning packs from back here. Let's see. Those two orange ducts, those are coming through the pressure bulkhead. Those are the check valves. Those are feeding the conditioned air from the air conditioning packs back there in the aft equipment bay into the mixed manifold to be distributed through these ducts. One duct, two ducts, the reddish ducts there, that's 1, 2, and 3. Those are the 3 ducts leading from the mixed manifold to the 3 zones: the cockpit, forward passenger compartment, and aft passenger compartment. And then that air gets recirculated, filtered, and back into the mixed manifold to be distributed again. Now back there on the pressure bulkhead, which is, it's kind of obscured, but I will take a peek through one of these holes here. I will show you the aft outflow valve that we looked at in one of my previous videos. Now we looked at it from, let's see, right here. We looked at that outflow valve from the outboard from the other side of this pressure bulkhead. So we looked at it from the outside, from the aft equipment bay looking forward. Now we're looking at it from the inside of the pressurized cabin looking back. That is the aft outflow valve, and it is attached to that pressure bulkhead. And now the last thing I wanted to show you, now that it's exposed, is up here on the top of, still looking back, looking aft, top of the pressurized bulkhead, these 2 valves. These are the safety valves. These are the safety valves that take over in case there's a failure of the outflow valve. These are the safety valves that take over and regulate cabin pressure, either to avoid over pressurization or negative pressure. These are it, and these will also vent into the aft, through the pressure bulkhead into the aft equipment bay. Oh, and something else I should have shown. From the mixed manifold, that duct leaving from way down below, going up this way. If you follow that reddish duct through that elbow and down there, that is the gasper air being tapped off from the mixed manifold, going up through that duct to the gaspers in the PSUs and the cockpit and all throughout to keep you cool. And just to clarify a little what it is that we were looking at, what we just saw was standing here in the baggage compartment. These floorboards were open. So what we just looked at was this recirculation filter, that fan, the duct going into the mixed manifold, the two air hoses coming in and check valves through the pressure bulkhead coming in from the air conditioning packs, and not shown here is the outflow valve that we looked at earlier on a previous video, but this is what we were just looking at. Basically the mixed manifold with the filter, the fan, the check valves, and this should be familiar from the last video, but that is what we just looked at. I just wanted to clear up the picture because the video had a limited field of view and it was short, so I wanted to clarify what it is you were looking at. And with that, like always, I hope you're safe and I hope you found it interesting. See you guys next time. Bye. I hope this brings the picture, closes the picture, brings it all together. From looking at pictures and diagrams on my previous video to seeing the actual components in the aircraft. There you go. I hope you find it interesting. I hope it completes the picture. And if nothing else, you got to see something that you wouldn't normally see as a passenger flying in an aircraft. Right, from the baggage compartment, doing maintenance. I hope you guys are safe. This is plain simple. See you next time.